What's going on, everybody? Today we're hanging out with Chris Santos. He's a full-time creative at one of the largest churches in New Jersey. He's a husband, a father of two, a hustler, and someone who he's just as passionate as anybody else we've interviewed on this channel. Today we're just gonna go over like his life. We're gonna go over his collecting story, his journey, being a dad and a collector. Because his story is something that's very unique to me. Because like, I don't know if you guys know this church ministry. It's not your typical 9 to 5. Sometimes it means like long hours, weekends away from home, constantly pouring into other people. You know. So today we're gonna rip something a little different. He's got One Piece. Guys, give it up for the one and the only Chris Santos.
Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure. Definitely means the world to be here. Awesome. Thank you for the invitation on While We Rip.
Yeah, of course. Oh, we also got Mr. Cody here. We're tag teaming this together. Different format.
Yeah. So we have a set number of packs. Obviously, Chris knows how many packs he has. It's Chris. Did I say that right? Yeah. Oh my good. I'm terrible with names, guys. I am the world's worst. So we have a set number of packs. Chris knows the number of packs he has because he supplied his own since we're doing this here virtually. But he does not know how many packs Sammy and I have. So what we'll do is we'll go into a brief overview of Chris, and then we'll start ripping packs while we ask questions and see if he can multitask, because it's harder than you think, I promise, to rip packs.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. Cool. Today, I'm ripping the Chaos Rising ETB. Chris, what do you have today? What are you ripping?
So I have the Adventure of Kami's Island One Piece cards here. Please give me a little bit of grace as I do this, because this is kind of new to me as well. Is it flipped on your end?
No, it's good.
No, it's coming good.
This is OP15 for the technicalities, the ones that really go based off the OP numbers versus the pack names.
That's the only way I can find the cards when I'm putting my One Piece cards in Collector. Just through the OP numbers.
Understood.
Okay. Cody, what are you ripping?
Chaos Rising. I'm not telling how many packs I got. I'm not doing an ETB. I almost opened my Pitch Black ETB, but I was like, I'll open singles.
Hold on to it.
Okay, Chris.
I don't think Chaos is going up.
No.
That's funny, because earlier I was talking with you, Chris. I asked you, you have quite a collection when it comes to One Piece. Why One Piece? And like, talk about your collection. What do you have?
Okay, so you got to forgive me, Sammy, because I don't have the picture ready. But I ended up getting a Silver Luffy, which is a insane card. I can pull it up on my phone.
Insert picture here, Sammy, where my fingers are.
Insert picture.
I'll send you a video, but so One Piece for me holds like a really special place, just really because of the lore. I don't know if you guys can see this on here. Maybe I'll show you here. That's
such a
that
card too.
Okay, you got it graded.
I got it graded. It's a PSA 9, which is pretty awesome.
Word on the street is you can send it back to PSA for a 10.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I am very content with PSA 9s. I think 9s are 10s. So if you know, you know. That's just my opinion. But One Piece for me, man, it's so important. Well, plays a huge part in my life because for the longest I avoided it, and every person in my friend group that watches anime or is into anime, would always say, bro, like, you got to watch One Piece. You got to watch One Piece. And my excuse was that it was too long. And it wasn't until I had my youngest daughter, Tahila, she's 2 now. And when she was born, I would try to put her to sleep. And, sometimes after feeding, you got to burp a baby and it takes a little while. So in order for me to kind of pass that time, or to kind of calculate how much time's gone by, I'd watch One Piece episodes. And slowly but surely, the main character Luffy, his morals, his outlook on people, just his view kind of started to align with mine, and I was like, man, like this is actually a really good show. Like the beginning is very slow, but like it's just world building, and it all comes full circle if you can stick with it. So I encourage people, you know, don't judge an anime by how many episodes it has. Just keep it going, and you'll you may be in for a ride of your life, because it's definitely a journey. And it seems like we're getting to the end, but all of it is worth it. I'm enjoying the ride of One Piece for sure. And the
Yeah.
cards are cool, man. I actually love the cards. I love the way they look. I love the way they feel. The just the art on a lot of these cards are just like, even if you don't get a rare, just the art of it looks so good. So I
Yeah.
feel happy with that.
And man, how, like, I guess, do you know anything about? Have you ever collected any type of type of cards?
No, so believe it or not, I used to be into Yu-Gi-Oh. It was like,
Uh,
you were category, if you're like a Yu-Gi-Oh card collector, you don't collect Pokemon, and vice versa. It's like Pokemon's greater than Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah.
Uh, and so I was like very into Yu-Gi-Oh because of the competitive aspect. Um, and Yu-Gi-Oh kind of fell off. Konami tried to do I guess basically what Konami was doing was like they weren't really keeping up with the times of how cards should change, and they kept the card format the same. And now they're finally catching up. They're starting to realize like people are really seeking collective, like some really good cards, and so they're finally changing their format to like for the card to be the entire, for the art
Yeah.
of the card, entire card.
Yeah. Um, Dang, that's awesome, bro. All right, so let's get to ripping. I am super curious. I want to see you rip one. I have last time I saw someone rip One Piece was with Cody, and he got some crazy ones. Which ones did you pull? I don't know. I don't know if you know
It
by
was one of the Luffy chase cards. It was like $400.
yeah. Which that blows my mind. Like, why are the values so high on these?
Honestly, man, I feel like it's just supply and demand. These
Yeah,
are so fine in the wild. If you you want to know where I got these,
yeah,
so on my trip to Florida, so I'm driving from Jersey down to Florida. We stop at a Cracker Barrel, and I'm like, oh, Cracker Barrel has a bunch of, like, before you actually get into the restaurant, they have like a gift shop. So you go through the gift shop, and I'm like walking around, and I see like, oh, they have Pokemon cards, but they have sports cards, and I look
Told you,
down,
Sammy.
One Piece cards, dude. I'm like,
that's
there's
crazy.
no way Cracker Barrel has One Piece cards.
That's
And they had a
crazy.
whole stack. I almost bought them out, honestly. I just was thinking about my pockets, but I was like, man,
No, go full scalper. Go full scalper mode, bro.
I was like, you know what? For Sammy, for this, I'm probably just gonna buy five and be happy. But like this was really I found these just by luck, man. In the wild. So I didn't pay above MSRP for them. They were 750. And I was really happy that, Cracker Barrel of all places
Yeah.
had, and now all the scalpers are going to go to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Oh man,
Dang.
Sammy and I shot a video, and he's like, we're talking about where you can find cards. It's like you'll be surprised you can find Pokemon cards at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Yes. So maybe you guys could do like a journey to different Cracker Barrels on the interstate. If you guys ever do a road trip, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
One,
Okay,
try to
wait.
one,
So I know
yeah,
there's like a thing where you put the card up front and then you toss one of the cards. Like, is there similar opening structure to One Piece?
One Piece. It's the rare is always at the last card.
Okay, no matter
You
what.
have to like count it
See,
out that way.
Pokemon
Uh,
needs to learn from this. Like,
yeah.
they make it so complicated.
And it's up to you
uh,
guys. I can skip all of these, like the
No,
commons.
no. Let's watch it all. Let's see the whole rip. Let's see
All
you
it.
can
right, let me
also
know.
troll us and tell us you got a good card and we don't know.
That's true.
All right, let me see how I'm gonna put my. I'll just do it this way. Maybe this will probably be really good. One, two. Like even
Okay.
the art, like, the art style is like, there's a glare here, right?
No.
There you go.
No?
Right there.
So like the art style on these cards are like really, really cool. Wow, Ryuma. It's like Zoro's arch nemesis. Okay, let's see what this rare is gonna be. Kuro is my rare card.
So it's like second to last,
In the
or
last.
yeah.
But Kuro's dope. That's that. Comments go here. I'll
Cool,
put him
man.
here.
So like, let's talk about family because we're all dads here. We're all dads. We all got children. Like, how's that journey been for you? With collecting, because I know obviously when it comes to children, money changes a bit. You got to spend more money on the baby, things like that. So like, how's that journey been for you? Has it changed a bit? Have you been able to like introduce your family to collecting and everything?
It's funny you mentioned that. So my girls love that song Golden by the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Uh,
And so I was at Target looking for One Piece cards, and I
yeah,
actually bought my daughters the K-pop Demon Hunter collected trading cards. I
yeah,
was like super excited because I was like, man, like what a way to like introduce them to like collecting things.
right.
And finally, dude, like they were really receptive to it, and I got them a little binder. um I love collecting, man. So if I can just transfer like something like that, is that a good card, dude?
No,
No.
No.
I did
um
that out of anger. I was like mad.
yeah, if I could just transfer anything that I do personally um towards them, this is such a passion. Like the feeling you get when you're collecting something, the nostalgia, just looking at piece poke like cardboard that actually uh could potentially have value, but just the chase of it is really fun.
Yeah,
And for my kids, nothing really changed, to be totally honest.
yeah,
I'm blessed to say that. Um, they I keep my collection a little separate. So like sometimes my daughter, I have a comic book collection as well. And so my daughters want me to start getting them in Spider-Man. And I'm like, some of this content, like they're kids, they're 4 and 2. I'm just like, Jubilee, you gotta learn to read first before I even like give like
yeah,
there's so much I want to introduce them to, but I still kind of hold back so they don't fully understand, what I'm doing. They just know that daddy has binders, daddy has comics, daddy has action figures.
yeah,
I'm a huge Power Ranger buff, so anytime I get like Power Ranger, like anytime there's like a new, speaking of which, like that new Power Ranger movies coming out with Jason David Frank, August 28th. I'm not sure when this is airing, but I'm a huge Power Ranger buff, and so I slowly will start introducing that to them once they're a little bit, age appropriate to it. So they think they can really appreciate it. Like I don't want to introduce it to them and they don't appreciate like,
yeah,
the Green Ranger for the first time or Tommy or like understand the lore, it's such a
yeah,
big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife's always nervous. My daughter loves Pokemon. She's getting more into it. She's like, I don't want her to be weird. It's like, no, Pokemon's cool. It's okay now.
Yes.
Collecting's cool.
dude. I resonate with that because like when I was little, my mom, my family, like you would hear the legalistic horror stories, like oh, it's demonic monsters, all this crazy stuff. There's spirits, which I think part of that is like like it's legit, but um, for me it was just more of like a community thing, like hanging out with people, playing cards, just a piece of cardboard that I want to just play and be competitive, and it taught me how to like critical think. It taught me how to like communicate and like be like a good sportsman. And so I do want to teach her like how to like learn how to play with other people in a competitive space, but also like still be like a good sportsman type of thing. Also, it doesn't hurt to teach her like the economics of it. Like, hey, when to buy, when to sell.
Right. And that's another thing, man. Like, you know, um, I love the community. Like the One Piece community is really, when you go into like locals and you play games, I actually have a few decks here. But when you go, like they're very open, welcoming. They help you strategize with your decks or like help give you a better, deeper understanding. Just the ones that I've gone to personally. But it's an awesome community, like you guys were saying. I think if you can find any trading card game that has a welcoming community, then like, lock in on that for sure. Cause I know Pokemon is, the fan base is so huge and everyone, is like, when you go to card shows, they're looking for certain cards and like sometimes the vendors are trying to help the deal. I watch a lot of YouTube too. And like, I see some of these vendors giving cards away for free and, I think it's a beautiful thing, man. So,
Yeah.
the community of it for sure.
Yeah. Next, Pat.
All right. I should have took them out of the cardboard before I.
True. Yeah, let's
I
give
say,
you a
you know,
sec.
I know they're not resealed.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I've been noticing like retailers have been like slicing packaging so that scalpers don't reseal it or whatever or resell it, which is okay. I get it, but some people just like to collect sealed product and just hold on to it,
All right. Let's see. Tony Chopper. This is a fun card, dude. Chopper's like one of my favorite
So,
characters in One Piece too.
so do you have a straw
Kobe.
hat?
Is that good?
Let's go. Kobe's Luffy's the first character Luffy meets. And you should have been in the straw hat.
I do have a straw hat. I should have, man. I didn't bring it with me. I'm in my office, so I did not bring the straw hat, unfortunately. Oh, but I do have something really quick. Hold on.
As he does that, I'm just gonna rip real quick.
Got me a nice little energy retrieval. Let's go. Do you wear the straw hat when you play?
No, I don't wear the straw hat when I play. So Luffy is like he's an icon. He's like one of my favorite characters, but one of my all-time favorite characters from the entire show is Kuma. If you remember, I don't know if you're fully caught up, Cody, but like if you get to that point where they tell Kuma's backstory, just as a dad dude, and what he does for Bonnie, just kind of putting himself, just as a parent, you do anything just to make your kids happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for them to have a really good, his story just resonated with me as a father, bro.
That's in the Egghead arc.
Yep. And it's one of the best stories that backstories that I've seen in that entire anime. It's sad, but it's beautiful.
I think I cried when
His name's Egghead.
When Ace died. That one got me.
Hey, is that a spoiler?
Spoiler, but if you didn't cry, Ace, bro.
This guy, spoiler alert. I don't think I'd watch it, honestly. There's so
One
much.
Piece is dope.
I know it's dope. It's just like I have a long catching up to do with other stuff.
Well, when you're ready, Sammy.
You want to watch it with me? You did get me into like which one was it? Ranking of Kings. You got me into that one.
King, dude, that was another phenomenal. It was short, but it was beautiful. I love Ranking.
Have you watched Hajime no Ippo?
Ooh,
the One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. One Punch.
It's an older one, but that's a really good anime.
Yeah, One Punch Man. There's always like these fun videos that I see, like fan made videos of One Punch Man when they do Saitama versus Goku, and I'm like, man, if they could actually make something out of that for real, that would be so interesting to watch.
Okay,
Did you see the
Chris.
Netflix
So
series that the combination of the three of One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and another anime that I haven't seen?
it's a
No,
doc.
It's on Netflix. It's like a combination between the three.
dude,
And
I got to see it.
Luffy and Goku go at it, and the other guy. I don't know what the other anime is.
Is it
It's
from
like where
Bleach?
he's a
Is it?
show. Maybe he does like he like hunts animals and tries to find the best cuisine for food around the world.
Oh no, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a
That's
pretty popular
actually
one.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. I
Um,
watched it in a day.
cool. So I have another question. So let's get to the next pack. While I ask you this, Chris, as you open that, as someone in the creative industry, right? Um, how do you avoid burnout? For me, avoiding burnout, like I like to just chill, obviously watch TV or just get creative in like other areas like paint or something or like hang out with my family. How do you avoid burnout?
Man, burnout. Uh, I guess the biggest thing for me when it comes to avoiding it, it's like the psychology of play. Um, so basically what I do is that I make sure I reward myself after I do something that's, very tedious in work. If it's a project that I finish, I make sure I take time to uh before I start the next project, just do something I enjoy. If it's playing video games, watching a show for like 30 minutes, whatever. But before I go to the next thing, I make sure that I'm always taking a little bit of a breather, taking a little bit of time for myself. Even, that could be something for me now as a dad, like making sure I go straight home and, take my girls out for a walk, take them to the park, go down the slide with them. Um, just so that I don't feel the pressure of work because I ministry can be very selfless, and sometimes you can forget about the other things around you because you're trying so hard to make sure atmospheres are right for other people, and you don't realize that you're working hard to set atmospheres. Wow, Arlong. Wow, these are. I'm gonna put. I actually like all of these, and this is a Don card. So. Uh, cool thing about One Piece, most of the cards are like blue, and then they have these Don cards, which are like white in the back. Um, this is a card that basically allows you to like play other cards for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. Still pretty cool that it's a foil.
Dang, Cody, you play? I forget. Did you play One
No,
Piece or you just
I've
collect?
never played any of the card games. I just collect. I just like the artwork.
Yeah, no.
Like like I rock with some Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, sick, dude.
So
What?
Yeah, Cody's collection is intense, man.
So do you also do Gundam too, Cody?
no, so it's right now it's One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. I have a few Dragon Ball Z cards that I've been given for free, but mainly Pokemon. So like that, I love that.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
And then I got the let's see, I don't even know what's good in here. Little Orange Junior.
You gotta put those
Oh,
in penny sleeves, man.
I know.
this looks so cool, dude.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too. Dude's a beast.
Oh, absolutely.
But there's that Luffy right there.
Wow.
So I have a few cards.
Just a few.
Just a few.
And I have some more that are in penny sleeves somewhere. They're in my binder that's in my truck. I'm trying to figure out One Piece, like what's valuable, what's not. Um, but I definitely enjoy the artwork of One Piece
Yeah, the
and the show.
artwork is absolutely.
Man, Chris. So I remember when you were first getting into the creative industry, bro, you were like so hungry for it. Um talk about I already know like a lot of this, but talk about like your journey with like that, how that started, where it got you, and like where do you see it going in the future?
Wow. It's a great question, dude. So, as you know, Sammy, I went to Full Sail University, just following in your shadow. I went online because Sammy made it look easy. And I think something that's a testament to you, Sammy, is you make the hard things look easy sometimes. And I went in not knowing what to expect, but just thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make cool stuff. Uh, it was an interesting journey, man. I started in 2014 and I graduated, got my bachelor's in digital cinematography in 2017. Um, I will say, during that time, um, there was a lot of ambiguity in where this career field would take me. I really only knew that of you, Sammy, at the time, who was just freelancing and doing weddings and kind of, you know, uh, making a name for himself as a freelancer and doing like other side projects as well. But, just it was something that I admired and something that I thought I could, attain for myself. But I did want to be a student. So I made sure to like, uh, be mentored by you in that space. And over time, and just opportunities started to open up. I have another mentor who works for Paramount. His name's Jared McGriff. Really awesome guy, man. Has given me a lot of opportunity in the commercial space. Working with BET, working for like just Paramount in general, Viacom. Either as a cam op or just the assistant grip or anything in that, whatever someone needed in that space. If I'm not behind the camera, set, whatever design, I was there, had opportunities to do that. When I got married March 15th, 2020. The year before, 2019, was such a great year for me as a freelancer. I was doing a lot of independent weddings. I was, working with different production companies that were causing me to travel and to kind of see the world. And I was like, dude, like I can get married and like this is what my life's gonna be like. And in March 15th, 2020, I get married. March 16th, 2020, the world stops. And now all of my freelancing gigs are postponed. And I do work at Apple. I was working at Apple part time, but I'm only making 20 hours a week. Working 20 hours a week. So I was only, as a man, you want to provide. So it was definitely a very humbling experience to see my wife go to work and like me be at home, on the computer, not really providing as much. But not to get super spiritual, I just live my life by like one rule. It's man's responsibility and God's sovereignty. And I got a call from a friend who's working at the church that I work at now. And he said, "Hey man, like the church really needs help with live stream. And, I know this is something that you're basically good at. Is there any way that you can just come out and check it out? Pastors are looking to, hire someone for this." And I was like, listen, I don't know if I'm qualified, but I will be responsible and let God's sovereignty, take over. And that's ultimately what happened. And so I've been with Epic for the last 6 years. Um, and it's been amazing, man. I've grown so much as a creative, in my role. I was very hands-on in the beginning, and now I'm at a place where I delegate a lot of the work, and I'm, mentoring a lot of these youths that come in that really want to learn about film and production. And so I'm in a space where now I can actually teach and kind of raise up another generation while also creating atmospheres of worship, while also still, running a side business on the side of that. So like God has really opened up opportunity for me to like just grow in in my in my gifts and raise me up as a leader, as hard as that is to say about myself, but I've learned to accept that portion that I what I do isn't in vain. Like the Lord really trusts me with it, and so yeah,
Yeah.
that's that.
That's awesome, bro. You've gotten like I've seen you when you were like, with the iPhone with like a little cheap camera to like now like the gear you have now is like incredible. Like you taught me you showed me like a thing or two, man, which is crazy. We've come a long way, bro.
Yeah,
So what's this gear? What's this gear you're running with?
He owns a
right.
Venice, a Sony Venice. No, I'm kidding. Sony
So right
Venice
now,
is like a $45,000 camera.
that's not happening, dude. I got the Sony FX3. I might get the 5 soon. Uh, that's fun. I mean, right now the studio's kind of like everywhere, but I can show you guys a little 360 maybe. Let's see. It's a mess. Hold on. We got some
Dang.
light. We got all the gear bags there. We got a bunch of lenses over there. Um, I have some Sony ZV-10s over here. Sorry, I know I just kind of ruined that. Uh, there you go. Another camera here. That's my Jerry rig. Hope you guys like that.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, man. And right now, that the camera I was using to do that was like the Osmo. So I
Oh
use
yeah, the
that as my.
Osmo. Nice.
Love the
Yeah,
Osmo.
so we use Osmo too. Like at first I made fun of Osmo, but it's actually really good quality, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Osmo, we're not sponsored by Osmo, but you can get it in the link in the bio. Next, Pat. Cody, you had a couple questions for him.
So Canon glass, or do you use another brand's glass for your cameras?
I do use Sony's. I use G Masters.
Really?
One of my favorite lenses is the GM50, the 1.2. One of my favorite lenses ever. Re- I I I used to use Rokinons a lot.
This just got hit with all trainers for my hollows, by the way.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Uh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
Let's
snap.
go.
Is it worth anything? Do you know?
It's a
Last I
few dollars,
checked,
like 2 or 3.
yeah, a couple dollars. Sell it on eBay,
It's still a cool
or
card.
who knows? Maybe we'll give it away.
Let's see
So
here.
with ministry, what's how important would you say it is to have interest outside of work and ministry?
Oh, I think it's healthy to have interest outside of ministry for sure. Um, yeah, I personally, that's why I stay true to like if you know, um, I talk about anime a lot. I have like all of my like in my office at the church, I have a Luffy One Piece poster. Um, I'm very. I guess for me, I like to balance, you know, who I am. Like I know my identity in the Lord and things of that nature, but I also don't want to. Uh, I don't want to be like. There's certain things that I know that I like and I love, and it's like art. At the end of the day, it's all subjective, right? So
Yeah,
I don't think there's any right, wrong thing if you do enjoy something. But it is very healthy to have other hobbies outside of this. If I love working out too. I go to the gym, but just something to kind of give you the another outlet where
yeah,
you don't necessarily have to think so hard about uh, whether this is going to affect someone's purpose or destiny, but more or less like this is something that you just enjoy and you love and makes you feel like a kid, man. Like, I never wanted to grow up.
yeah,
If I had the opportunity in my mind, I still feel like I'm 10, you know what I'm saying? So, with life, you just get to new places and, um, but you can still hold on to the whoa, this is sick. You could definitely get to new places in I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, let's
Oh
go.
shoot, that's pretty
I don't
cool.
know if it's worth anything, but it's pretty cool. Um yeah, in life you can just uh and still enjoy even as you get older, the things that make you feel, young and like a kid. I never want to lose that childlike feeling ever.
Yeah,
No matter what everybody else thinks. Oh, you collect cards? Yes, I collect cards. I collect Power Rangers still if I see it in the wild, and then, you know, not going
yeah,
out of my and going crazy to the point where it's affecting my life. It's just, hey, I enjoy
still
something.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I still feel like I'm 18 sometimes. My pastor suckered me in back to being the youth pastor at our church. And I still feel 18, and I realized real fast I am not when we play
right.
kickball and I pulled my hamstring. And then 2 days
No,
later pulled the other hamstring because I was overcompensating on that leg. So uh definitely not 18 anymore, but I still feel it sometimes.
absolutely.
Uh, man. So a question I got for you as well is you're full time at your church, correct?
Yes, sir.
So with like that's one thing I figured I felt like I'd always struggle with is how do you there's a passion when you're a volunteer, right? Like you're volunteering, you're giving your time to the ministry, to your church. How does it, did anything change for you when you transitioned to full time staff, or it was almost like a job? Do you still have that same passion? Do you still operate with that same passion?
Yeah, man. I definitely operate with that same passion.
Yeah,
You know, being a full-time employee doesn't necessarily change the zeal. For me, it's nice. It's definitely nice. But the zeal for me was always to give the Lord my absolute best, give God my absolute or what, even if no one is looking. So yes, there are times where I spend, a good 12 hours here, way beyond, the time allotted. And I don't really, and I'm not saying that because it's like, look at me. I'm saying that because it's really just because I enjoy, uh, just, I just want to make sure I'm giving God my best. And that when people come into the building that they feel God, they see God, they hear God, their five senses are touched, and everything that we do is laid out in excellence. And if I miss a mark somewhere, want to perfect that. I want to get it right. I don't want to settle and be comfortable in the mundane, because God gave his best. Um, and that's just how I got into it. It was real, I didn't choose ministry, it chose me. But I've had some awesome leaders, um, you know, who have done some amazing things for me to look, that kind of set a standard and a precedence. Um, and I felt like for me, that was, I want to be a reflection of that. I don't want to be the one that is the chain that's easily broken. You know what I mean? I want to be the and really, hold the team together and, someone they can count on, when we have a mission to accomplish.
nice, right on. All right, rapid fire questions for you as we open the next pack.
Okay.
The first rapid fire, age old question. You can answer this. Is Pokemon evil? Is trading cards evil?
Absolutely not, dude. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't collect them if they are. Although my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are in a hidden vault. And they never really have seen the light of day since I was like 24. But I'm 33 now, so I still
Yeah,
collect them. Um, yeah, I don't think they're evil, dude. I really think, again, art is subjective, and it's all personal conviction. And, it's really up to whoever, wherever you are in life, let it let be led by that. Don't be led by, what everybody else says about something. Because everyone's gonna have opinions, and then that's what they are. They're opinions. It might not even be the right one. So
all right. So favorite One Piece character? Quick answers.
Sanji.
Sanji. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a dang. All right. Favorite card you ever pulled?
Well, the silver Luffy, bro. Favorite card for sure. That is my
All right. What's your chase card for One Piece?
I want to pull a manga, anything. Like a manga. Uh, there were the god cards that were with the five elders. Don't ask me like all of the names, but at least one of those, man, that would be phenomenal. Also, shout out to Kuma.
Nice. All right. One piece of tech you can't live without.
Sorry, I just pulled a Sanji, dude. That's awesome.
Is it like
go.
the value, or you just like the art or the character?
I just like art, dude. Sanji's
Yeah.
cool, man. I can relate to him a lot. Minus his cooking. I can't cook, but just overall his philosophy on love and stuff is very awesome. And oars. Wait.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee all the way black.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
Starbucks are real coffee.
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
Ooh. Oh, that's rough, dude, because like I have Starbucks rewards that I haven't used yet, and I definitely need to. Starbucks for sure.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird. I wake up 5 a.m. I'm locked in and I crash by 9.
Favorite movie?
Ooh. Oh, Lord. First one that came to mind was Count of Monte Cristo. So
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good
Dream
one.
vacation?
dream vacation would have to be Japan.
Let's go.
Yeah. If I could go to Japan, and just experience the culture, the food, the even some of these One Piece cards, Pokemon cards, collecting, bro, that would be a dream.
If we get to a
Konnichiwa,
million
Cody
subs, yeah, if we get to a
Yes.
million subs, we'll go to Japan and we'll take you.
We're
Dude.
trying to get somebody to sponsor us. Let's go. Is that the SIR or the double rare or ultra rare?
2 whites,
Ultra.
Whoa.
but also it's pretty centered, man. This is like the best centering I've ever seen.
Yeah, it
Nice.
looks really good.
I'm gonna
All right.
create
Favorite
this one.
worship song?
Ooh. Right now I'd say Jesus Be the Name. Jesus be the name. Don't ask me to sing it, but
Well, it's gonna be my next question. Can you sing?
no, I cannot. Sammy can attest to that, dude. I will butcher a song and make up my own lyrics, but
Yeah.
I
So,
definitely, yeah.
so with Japan, where all do you want to go? Do you just want to go to Tokyo, or you want to go full on everywhere?
I want to go everywhere, dude. I want to go to the mountains. I want to go I know there's like Osaka. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I do want to go and just visit. There's like temples and different like parks that have deers where you can just like pet.
Yeah.
Like everything culturally that I can experience, I would love to experience out there for sure.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Dope.
Ooh, one superpower. If I could have one superpower, it would be the ability I'd be like the Flash for sure.
Flash,
I would definitely want to,
speed,
yeah, I would definitely be able to speed.
teleportation all
done.
day long.
Abs-
Either teleportation
yeah.
or telekinesis for me.
Super strength.
Go to the gym, Sammy.
Super strength because I'm like too lazy to go to the gym, so I'd rather just have it come to me.
I see.
I mean, Mr.
I see.
Incredible had a gut and he was strong. So
This is true, man. People sleep on the Incredibles. They were, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
amazing.
Speaking of Incredibles, you played Disney Lorcana, right? Or you used to?
Yeah. Do I have my Lorcana? I don't have my Lorcana cards. My Lorcana cards are also at home. I got my wife into Lorcana. That was her introduction to trading cards.
Yeah.
He loves, we play, at least try to play when the kids are sleeping because we don't want them to mess up our cards. So
Dang. Well, that was it for the cards. We don't have any more cards, so that means that's it.
All right, Chris, we thank you for jumping on with us here at While We Rip. Where can people find you to connect?
You guys can follow me on my Instagram. It's Cool Kid Chris with a Z.
I'll do that right now.
Other than that, I do have my own production company called Sacred Crown Studios. You can also follow that as well. It's a marketing agency. So, any mom and pop shops that, just need any advertisements or anything like that done, you can help me. I can create content and run some ads and create some funnels for you guys. But yeah, other than that, you can always find me at the church at Epic Church International.
Let's show off our hits. I just got these two. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I ain't getting nothing.
You got the Toros and the
yeah, and
beach.
that's true. That's true. I am gonna grade this.
Let's go. I do like that, Luffy. That's Gear 4, correct?
Yeah, Gear 4.
Yeah. See,
Looks good.
Do you enjoy One Piece? That's such a good anime.
Arlong looks really cool too, man. That Arlong is a pretty fun card.
We need to get you on one of these shirts we're working on Why We Rip merch. So just one more pack. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. But we thank you for being on with us, Chris. Till next time, guys, check us out and be sure to like and subscribe.